back because the terms
Supposedly, his
You tell us.
request for asylum
was rejected.
Yeah. There are some talk.
Yun nga, it's not clear. Well, I know there's a certain line.
What's
saying
clear is that there's a statement from the Chinese Foreign Ministry na
Do not politicize.
Don't politicize.
Which could be the bare minimum support
Right,
they're
right,
willing to...
right.
Because let's be honest, useful ba pa rin ba si Digong sa China? Or was he ever fully useful to them? He didn't deliver them all of the basic things. Remember, Xi Jinping was here in November 2018. They were supposed to sign a joint maritime undertaking or some sort of joint development. Hindi natuloy. Ang daming mga... Sabi niya, paalisin yung mga Amerikano. Hindi natuloy. Binalik pa sila. So I think if you're China rationally, what is your national interest?
So you really think he went there to Hong Kong to seek asylum?
To explore.
Not to speak to the OFWs? That was a big crowd,
That was a
by the
good
way.
front.
Do you hear money talks about,
What do you mean?
I don't know, deposit, something?
Akala ko na program eh.
Ay, sorry.
Napaisip ako dun eh.
I mean,
This is live, right?
See, walang
Hello,
tribal
Katya.
title.
I don't want to name drop, but some people...
di ba may ganon?
Some people are saying that
May
actually...
innuendos na ganon.
Some people are saying that ultimately, if you want to deal with the Duterte challenge, you have to look at the money trail, right? That's the ultimate way because the popularity is always in the ether, right? Dutertes will always be able to weaponize the grievance in Mindanao. And just to be clear, dun sa isang interview natin sa CNN, I said some parts of Mindanao have a human development index that unfortunately is comparable to
Sub-Saharan.
Sub-Saharan.
Yari ka.
While in
Ang mga opinion po ni Haydarian ay
hindi ko sinasabi. That's the Human Development Index of the United Nations Development Program. Hindi ko kasalanan. And I said, kami sa Baguio, if you look at our HDI, it's
said the
actually
North.
Croatia and Chile. Right? I mean, come on. I have 2 minutes to explain. I'm not gonna go barangay by barangay. Same
Teka, money muna.
No, but going back to that, the next step right now is, okay, what are you going to do? Kasi it's not only about whisking the guy away. I think they were definitely outsmarted. I think definitely shell-shocked ang mga Duterte supporters. But if they have the resources, they already have very strong presence online. They're bashing me as I speak probably. That means there's always going to be a threat of a Duterte comeback. I mean, we saw that all around the world, right? Practically in all of my interviews now, I compare the DDS movement to the MAGA movement. Not in moral, aesthetic terms. Aesthetic terms, not. But
The
I'm
lady
saying,
does protest
but
too
I'm
much.
saying, ang lakas ng residual base of support talaga ng Duterte na hindi mawawala.
Okay, you know what I wanted to ask Ronald sana kung nandito siya, no, is that how effective is a demonstration, granted na meron, when a demonstration that is not in Metro Manila? Because so far, all the demonstrations that we're seeing, not that it's snowballing, are in Mindanao.
Di ba, Lord, meron silang
Kumbaga,
hunger strike?
Can you force pressure
May hunger
government
strike sila sa EDSA
when your
shrine.
demonstrations are not
Tuloy
in
ba yun?
Metro
Joke
Manila?
ata
Yun
yun
lang,
eh.
not anywhere
Joke
near
ba yun?
EDSA. Yeah.
Oh,
May
si Harry
hunger
Roque,
strike daw sa
si Harry
EDSA.
Roque nanawagan, di ba, na mag-amass daw sa EDSA, pero so far ba may movement?
Ano, Bok, di
So
ba?
ilang pagkakataon na ang meron
Ito yung pa ng konti
para
kasi-
ipakita nila yung, di ba, yung massive
Kaya mo ba i-pressure ng government
wala
ko ang rally mo sa Cotabato? Yan, parang ganon.
Hindi, kunyari, yung sa Villamor, outside Villamor, that was a possible chance, di ba? Outside Villamor, pero
There were a few hundred, di ba? Hindi naman umabot ng
But
isang
last
libo.
night, I was seeing indications of a crowd build-up sa Quezon City. Yun lang, it fizzled out eh.
Makabayan Black in Quezon City, I think.
Was it
Sa may
Makabayan?
Rotonda. It was Makabayan.
It was Makabayan ba?
It was against Duterte.
Against...
Okay. So I
Okay,
think
okay.
most of the crowds that we saw forming were mostly, I saw Cotabato City, Davao City, of course.
Yeah.
There was Kitapawan and all that. So, again, to my point, Bok, no, we've seen how many EDSAs in our lifetime?
Too many.
Too many.
One was enough.
All of them.
EDSA
From 1 to
4
4.
ba?
From 1 to 4, right? We were all there in EDSA
Teka, but
Malacanang.
before
Yeah, yung plan nila was EDSA 4. Pagbabalik si Digong.
Anong 4? Anong 1 to 4?
Tres.
Tres, erap. Diba?
Yung 4 yung plan. Nauwi si Digong, tapos iti-TRO nila yan, they'll take it, and in the meantime, while all of the delaying tactics has happened, mag-peace rally na naman million strong yung ibang kaibigan nila. That was the plan, hindi nangyari.
Can you pressure the government when your demonstrations are
Yeah.
Outside Imperial Manila, is that what you're
Imperial?
saying?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, we're all critical
What
of Imperial Manila.
demonstrations? It only happened yesterday.
Yeah, kanya. Granted na lumaki, mag-snowball. Can they?
No, I agree.
If you're outside
I
Imperial
agree with
Manila.
you. Pero in theory, if multiple major non-Manila cities, let's say Cebu, Davao, Zamboanga have major rallies, Actually, ang worry ko dyan is
Not that,
disintegration
wala,
of
no, we're
the
not saying
country.
that, but,
No, I'm saying like,
hypothetically, yeah.
ang pwede mangyari whereby it doesn't happen in Manila, but it has huge implications.
Can that pressure Imperial Manila?
Well, that says, I mean, look at the administration. Approval ratings of BBM in Mindanao are dismal. Approval ratings of, some would say, is anointed
Yeah,
successor.
but can you
dismal.
pressure
Well-
the government?
Well, if it has clear
Takeover.
rebellion-ish implications, if it could affect the BARM elections later this year, I think BBM is conscientious enough. I mean, I'm not a fan of BBM, but I think it's conscientious enough to care about what's happening in Cebu. Remember, Cebu is what? The second largest voting bloc
I
also?
want to take you to the other side of the coin. Did you expect BBM to do this? Did you think he had the balls?
Okay, not BBM, but I interviewed General Tor just the other week. I've been interviewing people like, Senator Trillanes, like, a lot of people who either are sympathetic to Marcos or are openly supporting what he's doing or are directly working with him, like General Tor. I think Marcos Jr. is smart enough to have competent people around him to do an operation like this. Now, was it even smarter than we thought? Probably yes. But people can see, as it happened, I was saying, they have to whisk away Duterte right away. Otherwise, yari sila
Yeah.
pag nakalabas yan.
I mean,
Never left the airport.
He never left. And there was a slight
In
delay.
hindsight, it was a mistake to go to Hong Kong. Kasi ang dali niya hulihin sa
Oo
airport.
nga eh.
Can you imagine if you had to get
kaya
him from the house?
there must have been something in Hong Kong that was important enough for him to go.
Right.
Seryoso,
Diba?
tingin niyo seryoso hindi niya alam na may warrant na naghihintay sa kanya?
Well, sabi nga ni Ses, baka may dahilan kaya sumugal pa rin.
Says, were you able to contact anyone? I couldn't reach a single person from DOJ, from PNP. All the people I could be on a friendly basis, suddenly nag-news blackout sila ng 24 hours. My sense is, this was a really high-level sophisticated operation.
Mahirap yan, ha? Sa Pilipinas, ang
High-level
marites,
So,
walang
oh,
sekreto
diba?
rito.
But-
Mahirap to keep e-secret.
But
ha?
Richard, really, actually, we heard it, right? We've been hearing of it. So it was not as if it was airtight, confidential, and
Kahit
top
na
secret.
it was
Yeah,
still...
for the past so many months
Yeah, but
anyway.
execution was quite
No.
smooth. There was
The
a slight
execution was
PR.
smooth. Despite the leaks. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's still good enough.
That's good
I mean,
enough.
look at the
That's good
face of Bonga. I don't want to talk about the others na yak-yak na. Like, they were shell-shocked.
Sino
You
yung
could
umiyak-yak?
see. Yung si Philip Salvador.
You can tell how unprepared.
Di ba nakita mo?
You can tell how unprepared Bongo was dahil isang kahong pizza lang dala.
Oo.
Hindi man lang yung buy one, take one eh.
Oy, mahal yun, ha? Gulat
So
ako.
sophisticated enough.
Ibig sabihin, meron siyang card, membership card sa SNR.
Okay, so this is
Government.
the question I want to ask all of you guys. I mean, you guys are, you know this better than me. Have we perhaps underestimated BBM after all? I mean, Duterte has been calling him weak leader. Us, we have been saying he's conflict avoidant. And yet you have this, again, relatively sophisticated, seamless operation. And
Well
I-
executed. You have to give it.
Okay, right, exactly.
Well executed.
Surprisingly,
Maybe we have underestimated
it
him.
was legally questionable but politically practical.
Legally debatable, I would say, not questionable.
Okay.
Because a lot of people would say, pasok sa jurisdiction ng ICC yan,
Remember
and
Laila de Lima's
and Interpol
arrest?
yan.
Sa akin,
GMA?
ICC, Interpol, that's a given eh. Pasok tayo dun eh. But yung whether or not you need to get a permit or
A warrant of-
approval of a petition for extradition from the regional trial court, that's a different matter altogether. You have the extradition law eh, PD 1069. That requires a court to give
Well, but some people
approval.
say
Di
this
ba
was an
bansa ang mga-
international
Pero tama,
crime.
ano yung point mo sa kanina?
Yeah, remember when Secretary de Lima prevented GMA from
Yeah.
leaving the country?
Yeah.
Right.
She was also not on firm
Yeah.
Legal
ground.
That's political.
That's
will,
true.
I guess.
Pero,
Why?
yeah.
Because walang warrant.
Oh,
They were able to prevent GMA from leaving
Yeah.
without a warrant.
Oh, okay, ganito lang. There was...
pero ang gulo nun. Ang gulo nun, Patrick,
Ganito
di
na lang.
ba?
That was also, that was
Ang
also
gulo.
legally...
Hindi, ganito na
I
lang.
meant
It was a
ito,
legal gray zone.
malinis, parang-
It was a legal gray zone. I think we can agree. Let's just say
Yeah,
it's a
legal
legal
gray
gray zone, debatable. I've been talking to different luminaries, among others. And this is the first time this is also happening. I think
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
on
Wala
uncharted
siyang precedent.
territory. I mean, and for ICC, this is their first big catch. Good luck with the Netanyahu, Putin, and those guys in Afghanistan.
It's also
catching
their
this is
first
only
catch of a country that is no longer a member. member, which
No
is
longer,
a big thing.
exactly yun nga. So this is a very, although the Noriega case some would talk about in the case of Panama, but my point is, we are really in uncharted territories, and it's amazing that someone that everyone dismissed, or almost everyone dismissed, as weak
You're
leader,
talking
as
about the president.
I'm talking about BBM, yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
everyone underestimated,
Yeah.
pulled off
No.
something as
It
maybe
was
we have been
bold.
underestimated. Maybe his strategy is speak softly, because I was not very impressed with the press conference right after. Really speak softly, sometimes too softly, but carry.
Alas 11 na kasi ng gabi.
But carry
It's not
the
like
stick.
the celebration happened before the press conference.
But I don't want to say anything. But my point is that a lot of us are saying, eto na, this is it. This is the moment. BBM will go rally the nation. And then like, okay, back to BBM na naman. So, sabi ko, siguro algorithm na yan. Speak softly, but carry the stick. And sometimes stealthily. Medyo ninja moves yung ginawa niya. So,
Oh, let's not
in
forget,
fairness to the guy,
I mean, the arrest of Kibuloy was also carried out well. It was well executed.
again, General Tor, right?
Oo nga
That's
eh.
what I'm saying.
So I think
Magaling
we're
siya,
seeing
no?
the next PNP chief.
The KOJC
Case,
affair,
proceed.
I don't think that was carried out very well.
I think it was.
That was ridiculously all over the place.
Hey,
No,
hey, no violence, no one got
Honestly, I thought it was well carried out despite, the situation
I
was
agree with
unwieldy.
you. Yeah, I think you're
It
being
was still
unfair.
carried,
He was in Davao, he's being pressured and attacked. In fairness,
Despite the
guy, yeah, I think the
dramatics,
guy,
by the people there, the
ang
supporters.
joke ko sa kanya is, gagawa,
Nahuli nila, Bok, eh. Nahuli nila.
Yeah,
ang joke ko is General Torres should open his own like mercenary catching ex-president. Pag nag-retire na siya, yun ang business mo.
Not his own parisan.
O, teka, kailangan natin.
O, gap
May
na daw.
gap pala, hindi
May
nyo
gap pala.
pinapansin.
Oo nga pala, may-
Alam ko walang gap.
Kasi live tayo eh.
Oh, we have to give way to our very important
Live or
sponsors.
alive?
Meron ba?
Mag-refill ng ng mga
Sorry guys, madadala ko sa takas ako under the next gap ha.
Okay, mag-gap muna.
May excuse na ako maging madala.
Wala na.
Ano
Ayan.
ba?
O, biglang tumahimik.
Weakling ng ano. Pero sabi ni Joker Arroyo, paano naging weakling yan? Nagpakulong ng ilang senador at nagpakulong ng dating presidente. Paano
At
And a
may
Supreme
impeachment-
Court
Supreme
nang-
Court, ano?
I guess
He passed the reproductive rights law.
against the
Simbahan
church
pa
and all.
kalaban,
In
diba?
fairness. So, do we have really a tendency of underestimating presidents? Maybe we journalists and maybe people outside are a little bit unfair. Do you think, guys? Maybe we're always expecting, I don't know, some ideal.
Pero
leader.
sabi ni Oscar Wilde, do not judge. Only shallow
Kinabahan ako
people,
kay Oscar Wilde.
only shallow people judge by, do not judge by surfaces because the surface is the most mysterious of all.
Parang Imelda Marcos.
Parang-
Parang medyo Imelda Marcos.
Parang yung suot mong perlas.
Perception is reality. And
Oo nga, ba't may perlas ka?
Parang, ako,
Harry
Siargao.
Styles daw
It's
yan,
for
Harry
Siargao.
Styles.
This is, because I love Mindanao. So,
Sana
I'm wearing
sabi
this.
not judgeable by its cover.
Only a real man wears Siargao.
Oh, Harry Styles nga, di ba?
It's so stylish. People love it. People love it.
Saan ka nagpapagawa ng suits mo?
Iba na pag-usapan na. Sige, pag-usapan natin na attire.
I'm
Pag-alis
not
ni
saying
Italian,
it's an
pag-usapan
Italian
natin.
fabric. I'm not saying it's an Italian fabric.
Italian nga, pero nakataas naman yung kwelyo mo.
Oh, yun
Baba
lang.
natin yan. Ano?
Kasi nga,
Hindi, part ng style yun.
style ba yun?
Oo, style rin yan.
gangster yan, gangster yan.
Akala ko nalimutan mo.
Terno sa-
Akala ko hindi lang.
Uy, may magandang point si Ronald Diamas isang araw, kahapon.
Ay, meron?
Sabi niya,
Siya yung dahilan na ginagawa natin ulit.
alam natin na
Love ko siya,
komportable yung detention cell, no? May computer pero wala internet. So
Yeah.
paano siya makakapag-troll noon, di ba? Oo. Paano siya mga bayaran at mga mahal yung kulambo.
Wala nga
Yun,
yung kulambo eh.
yung amoy, yung scent daw.
Yung texture ng kulambo, hahanapin niya yun. Baka mamahay siya.
Pero
At
yun
kuna-
lang sinabi niya nung pumalpak yung prediction niya.
Hindi, ito pa ha. Alam natin, masarap daw ang pagkain, may lutuan, pwede kang mamili. Pero si Charles Taylor, yung kinulong na isang
Liberian. Liberian ba?
Liberian.
Liberian,
Ay, di, Liberian.
Sierra Leone.
Leone,
No,
Sierra Leone.
Umangal siya kasi masyado Eurocentric yung
Oo nga naman.
pagkain.
Oo nga naman.
Yeah, Hague is not known for the best food, to be honest about it. I'm sorry to say it. And malayong Amsterdam, just in case. No, actually, as we speak, right?
Marami namang Asians
No.
doon.
So technically,
Thai.
actually, mahal ang rice doon. Technically speaking, actually, in the coming weeks, one of the things, there's going to be a preliminary hearing,
Yeah.
right? Pre-trial.
Preliminary
There's going to be a
hearing.
pre-trial examination and hearings. Actually, Duterte theoretically can apply for temporary liberty and may even push
Bail.
For exceptional cases.
Well, I don't know if bail is the term, but temporary
Basta
liberty.
But
hindi
those
siya
were very
flight,
exceptional
if he's not
cases,
viewed
eh.
as a flight risk.
If it's not, or will be allowed to just stay within, well, Amsterdam is just, I don't think Duterte will mind going to Leiden or Amsterdam. I don't mean anything.
It's not the same as bail. It really has to be exceptional cases.
Yeah,
eh.
and then it's within a perimeter. Like, you
Okay.
cannot get out.
Meron siyang ano?
He wears an
Brace-
ankle.
ankle.
Yeah,
Wow,
exactly. So,
really?
yeah.
So he
Ito
can go
yung
to the
ironic
bar?
So
yan,
that will
ano?
be the drama. Now, maybe he's not healthy enough. But I always say first world pa nga. You know, when I was in Netherlands, the thing I was told was, they import prisoners from Norway kasi naubusan sila ng mansion. Di ba sa Norway, if you're a criminal, they'll put you in a, kasi may rights ka, di ba? They put you in a, I don't know, a loft in front of the beach and all, naubusan daw sila. So actually, Netherlands has one of the most efficient and world-class penitentiary systems, etc. So Duterte will be taken care of. But I'm sure
Pero hanggang
Duterte
walang kulambo, walang epekto
doesn't
yan.
want to be in Den Haag lang.
Yeah. Okay.
Amsterdam is just there.
Oh, ang irony dito,
there.
legal ang drugs. Doon sa
Yun
bansa
pa.
na yun.
Pero bawal na daw
Oo nga.
bawal na daw yung tourist yung polvoronic. Can I use the
Sa
word?
mga coffee shops.
Polvoronic tourism yata bawal yata.
Pero pwede naman, tourists there can buy, ano?
I don't know. I don't.
Basta
I
hindi
don't
hard
know. I have
drugs.
no idea.
I have hard drugs ba?
no idea.
Like cocaine.
I have no.
Chonky.
Oo, legal na, matagal lang legal sa kanila yan.
Yeah, but speaking of timeline, maybe in 3 months from now, so between 4 to 6 weeks yung pre-trial, blah, 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 we might see by June or July, right after elections, the actual trial of the century.
Elections. Is it going to affect the elections? Is it
In
gonna
theory,
matter?
I think it's a signal
Wait.
to those senators, including yung mga tumatakbo sa ilalim ng alyansa, that BBM means business. If you thought you could... Because it's weird, right? You're running under the alyansa, you're getting all the benefits of being part of the coalition, including the 5 to 10% bump.
If you're not
eventually.
with me-
And then you're like wishy-washy on the Sara impeachment.
Okay.
Now maybe you want to get your act right.
Okay,
Sino
but,
ba yung mga wishy-washy na yan?
Oo nga, oo nga. Name names.
Everyone?
Pwede yung hindi live version. I-ready ko yung legal team ko just in case.
Legal team.
Meron doon sa
Kasi nga,
senatorial
na-threaten
slate
nga
ng
ako, di ba,
alyansa na
niyan?
na dapat pumirma, inasahang pumirma sa impeachment pero hindi pumirma.
Ay.
May mga ganon.
Baka
Ano
yung
kung
mga
may
iba
nagsabi na-
nagma-microblading at
Ibig sabihin,
saka ano, yung mga mahirap yung mga baka nagma-microblade at saka Fashion Week.
Ay, sino
Kailan mo
yan?
yung Milan Fashion Week?
Medyo obvious ka naman.
No, but to voters, you think it will matter to voters? Is
It
gonna
depends
sway
how, it's a
voters
battle of
one way or
narratives.
another?
Kaya sis, actually I want to ask you, no, because you're the most legit journalist among us, to be honest. I'm just like, ano yun lang.
Thank you, ah.
Actually, it came wrong really on that. I wanted to say something, it's like, oh my God, I'll be in more trouble.
pwede
It's
mo-
worse than life.
In stereo, pwede bumugbog sa yung dalawa.
Hindi, pero Patrick, kasi you're a political, you're a philosopher. I see that. And then Ed is like war correspondent. And then Lord,
Wala ako, tambay lang ako.
indecipherable.
Sa presinto ka ng
Kasi,
paliwanag.
do you think nagkulang tayo? Kasi the voice we're all not hearing, this is serious, is the voice of the actual victims. Because the narrative
Yeah,
of Duterte's will be they are the victims.
I agree.
Nagkulang talaga tayo.
Yan ang challenge kay BBM. He should set up a body para habulin
Commission.
Transitional Justice and Truth Commission.
To
Diba?
find out what really happened.
Bakit si Duterte lang hinahabol nyo in all these
Siya pa yung
other-
victim, di ba?
Hindi naman. Pero maraming nang biktima na...
Like Imang Pandoy.
No, we're talking
Parang
narratives, di ba? Ang narrative is,
Yeah.
ito matanda, kawawa naman, ginaganon lang, although may private jet na mukhang Elon Musk level, but you get what I'm saying? So, but the real victims, I mean, I don't know if you watched the movie 1985 about Argentina, yung desaparecidos and all of that. It was only when the victims came out, said that
Yeah.
we were raped and tortured, even the relatives of the military junta guys turned against them. And I said, when did we do that last time? I mean,
Remember, we
you know,
tried with
You mean when we
the
were...
Truth Commission, Davide. Davide ba?
Yes. I think
And
so,
then
yeah. Pero yun nga, walang follow-through, walang... Well, I'm waiting for a document, even a vlog series about yung mga biktima, even if their faces...
Has there been no attempt? Parang there has been attempts.
Enough? Is it enough? Is it
Well,
enough?
It's also a question
Okay,
of
sorry,
whether,
maybe, Ed,
it's also a
I'm-
question of whether it's a very polarized situation. You have a group of people who really will not accept whatever any other narrative.
But you want to keep them at a minority, right? Remember, the pro-Duterte support in Octa was going all the way down to around just 15% from a high of 30%. And then nag-recover ng konti.
Yeah, and
you
you
don't
don't know how
want
this
that
is
to
gonna affect that.
recover in its direction of, for instance, Duterte as a victim, if you're the admin,
That should be done.
right? And I think this is where the real opposition should come in. The civil society should come in. Work with the victims, come out, push. I mean, ako, push
Should
for...
be legislated.
Yeah, and rejoin the ICCs. Maybe we should. I mean, maybe the president will not agree with me, but for me, I think we
Ay,
should push
bias daw.
for.
Oh no.
Ikaw yan. Ano?
Darian lang
Kasi
yan.
si Darian na po yan.
Pangalan niya po, Richard
Every
Darian.
comments bias daw, si Darian na yan.
Don't worry, alis na ako.
Bumabangka eh.
Alis na ako. So now you can have the real people.
In fairness, tama yung spelling ng bias.
Oo, hindi
Bi-
B.
bias.
Hindi letter V.
Hindi, actually,
Not
bias.
the-
Bias pa
Not
rin.
the letter V.
V, bias.
Hindi, bias daw, bias.
Hindi, usually B-A-Y-A-S eh.
Yeah, oo.
Bias.
Marami variations in
Pwede
spelling.
specify nyo kung si Darian yung...
Bigyan mo na lang kami dyan, ano.
Hindi, let's just assume it's
Carmi,
you.
kung ano, one comment man lang para...
Oh, pumupuri sa Pearl si Richard Hita.
yung...
Kami, pabasa ng isa.
actually, parang gusto ko lalong gawin doon.
Hindi, dapat mas malaki, parang
Ba't
Marge
wala kang
Simpson.
hikaw?
Yun nga eh, itapatan ko ng di ba?
Bagay sa kanya, di ba?
Oh,
Nakahigaw.
Hindi, pass mo lang yung telepono
But
mo.
Sess, ano, I understand, ano, that yesterday, no, during the coverage of Duterte, when
What?
I heard that some newsrooms were very happy.
Yeah.
I heard.
The mood, the atmosphere in newsrooms were happy.
Oo.
Okay.
Understandably.
Oh my God.
Do you want to hear some of it?
Puro hey Darian pa pinatang.
Hindi.
Others.
Okay.
Sa atin was more, ano eh, dito sa TV5
at saka
was
we-
more.
Guys, may comment daw. May
ito.
isang magandang comment.
Hindi lang isa. Merong si Serisus Dagot, adik kasi si BBM. Pero isa,
Bakit mo binasa yun? Kasi
Alfred Martinez, yung mga bias at tanga, nag-uusap-usap.
I'm sure pag kinilik mo yan, locked account. Like, locked account. Parang nothing suspicious at all.
Cyber de Torres,
Nagtabi pa kayong dalawa talaga, no?
Nagtuon mga media bias.
Uy, kilala ko yan ha. Parati yan sa page ko. Shoutout naman dyan sa mga regulars natin dyan.
Ay, nga pala, misis ka nanonood ha. Hello.
Shoutout kay ano.
Sige ba po?
Delikado mag...
Pwede
guest
magano kay
dito.
President BBM. Baka man.
Ito.
Sige, sige.
Sabi ni Zaine, wag po.
Tulad ng
Ito,
dati.
tulad ng
Oo,
dati.
see, that's good.
Neutral comment eh. Yung bashing.
Bashing.
Oh.
Good evening.
Dinig safe house.
Okay naman. Hindi naman.
Ano raw?
Kayo, hindi naman bias. Maganda yung comments.
Kala ko naman may...
Baka TikTok yan.
Ba't ang daming comments
Teka,
ba?
Edwin, baka may death threat ka
Ay,
na
wala
naman.
pala
US,
siyang internet.
US,
1 hour ago na yun.
Hello. Si Brian Suazo. Hi, Prof. Richard. Sinong GF mo?
Wow. I think it's the
Sagot.
pearl. I think it's the pearl.
Meron pa bangag kasi si... Ano,
Te-text ko mamaya.
O, ito na lang. Sinong maniniwala sa inyo parehong mga dilawan? Yan. Yung mga
Pareho,
comment.
so dalawa sila.
Bakit iba yung comments? Iba yung comments sa
1 hour ago yan.
May filter ba yan?
Si Reginald, ilan sa kanila yung Bex?
Ayun. It's the pearl. Lord. Lord.
Well, hindi ka namin hinuhusgahan. Tanggap namin.
Ito, si Riri 2.0, naglolokohan lang ang mga tanga. May mga comment.
Good morning.
Sabi ni Sena
Ilan sa
Rahat.
kanila yung mga Bex? Tingnan natin yung profile picture.
Tapos lock ng account. Check mo nga, lock account.
Isang patibong ni Duterte ang kanyang pagsama sa Netherlands at nahulog ang PNP at Marcos administration. Question mark.
Parang scripted yan, ha? Parang copy-paste yan. Parang nakita ko rin kanina.
Hindi lingid sa kalaman ng marami na matagal nang matalas ang pananaw ni dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte pagdating sa larangan ng politika at estrahiya.
Okay, Apo Escolta,
So,
sino mananalo?
nakalibreng bakasyon
Ang
siya sa
kakampig
Netherlands.
mo, laos na. Kayo, VP Sara, pa ang malakas. Saan ka nag-survey? Kunwari, political analysis, kaluwi ka.
Okta survey po yan. Awain mo si Ranji.
Masahin na wala period.
Oo eh.
Okta survey yung sinasabi ko kanina, by the way.
Hello po,
Isang
shout out sa mga
question.
Pinikap.
Yes.
Diba, how did Torre achieve
Thank you po.
letting the former president board that plane? He could
I was wondering about
Di
that.
ba, he could have,
Oo.
like,
Pwede
just
pumalag, eh,
held
di ba?
his ground, di ba?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Parang ayoko.
I think we just, again,
You have to carry
I think
me
the
or
lesson we have to
whatever.
learn here is that there's a lot that we don't know. We don't know the China
Yeah.
side of this. I think it will take, we need proper
Yeah.
investigative journalism.
No, we need-
so I don't want to
we
commit
need
the
to
mistake.
know that.
To Cesar's point, that's,
Very good point.
That's skill. That's negotiation skill on the part of Torre.
I think
To
the
keep
inside
cool.
story.
I mean,
Yeah.
even
And then the patience, I
even
guess,
in
no?
Davao City, in the KOJC
Yeah.
Yeah,
situation,
I agree on you. That was
He
great.
kept his cool.
He kept his cool.
People were wild already.
Wild,
They
yeah,
were,
yeah, yeah.
But he kept his cool.
And there was a
General Tor for
there was a
president?
point-
General Tor for president?
Yan ka na naman.
There was a point when Torre was,
Alam mo sino may mention
was saying,
mo?
we can do this the
Macron
easy
of
way
the
or the hard way.
He kept his cool.
Sinong Macron of the Philippines?
Minura na
Tumatakbo
kasi
sa
nung
Maynila.
anak, di ba?
That was on Monocle magazine, which I thought no one will read in the Philippines, only and abroad, very posh.
Monocle, grabe ka
Yeah.
naman, yabang.
Ayan, no?
May very
No,
posh
it's a very
panorama na.
posh, London-based social. Ako nga, hindi ko ma-afford eh.
Sa diaryo mo sinulat yun yung headline ng column mo. Anyway, okay, experience si Ed Lingao sa Davao. Okay, ano yung mga pinagtatawag sa'yo doon? At si Mary Monreyes yung ating mobile journal.
Bias kayo, mga bias, mga bayaran.
Nga pala, tinawag niya si Kitty ng mobile
Si
journal.
Gretchen, di ba? Si Gretchen.
I
she got a
know!
lot of attacks.
Nanood ka?
I mean,
Pero,
Honestly, hazards of the trade.
Yeah.
Hazards
Yeah.
of the profession.
Yeah. Kaya sinigot ko.
you
Alam mo,
don't-
isip na bias.
Sinagot mo, pinatulan mo.
Ako pa.
Sinagot ka.
Tulero ka pala eh. Mag-ano
Di
na
ba
tayo?
obvious?
Mag-ano na. Wag na si Ronald, tayong dalawa na mag-ano. I like how
Ako pa.
I like how you read it. Very professional. Okay guys, I have to go ahead. Sorry. I'm a,
No, no, you can't do that.
internationally.
Gato na lang, gato
My
lang.
pearl, my pearl.
Magpa-interview ka, papanoorin ka namin dito sa tabi.
Kaya mag-live ba? Right, sige.
At least may ilaw ka na maganda. no?
Pwede.
Gagawin ko
Pwede naman, di ba?
Do you wear the pearls when you give your analysis?
I will
Bahay
go
ka.
halal like that.
Yeah, why don't we do an experiment? Yeah.
Let's do that. On the next.
You go on your CNN live
We'll
right
promise,
from here.
we'll
With
promise
this,
to be quiet.
And we'll fact check you when you're live.
Yes.
Shout out, shout out.
Iling sis sa likod, kunyari.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Greatest people.
Hindi, yung skill kasi dyan, paano mo sinasama?
Somebody would just, kasi Richard, umiskierda na.
Linayasan tayo? Ganun ba
pinagpalit
dito?
tayo sa Al Jazeera at CNN.
May bayad ata doon eh. Dito wala.
May bayad ba yun?
May bayad
Parang wala.
yun. I think may bayad yun.
Pero mahirap yung ginagawa na para sinasummarize mo yung buong sitwasyon. But at the same time, snappy sound bites.
Yeah.
Kaya
It's a skill.
malakas
It's a skill.
Malakas rumakit sa mga ganyan eh. Actually, yung
Tignan mo,
persona ni
nakakabili ng
Richard,
pearls.
Kaya nakapag-pearls eh.
yung persona ni Richard, yung style niya, when he's speaking to more respected news organizations, eh, iba-iba.
Ibang personality.
Sabi niya kanina ba, gating na natin, ganito. Parang, okay, so, ano yung sabihin, what does that make us?
Ano sabi niya? Harry Styles?
Ako
Ay,
yung
ba yun,
sabi.
Harry Styles?
Parang si Harry Styles
Hindi,
ang pauso
nakikita ko
nun
na
eh.
yun sa mga lalaki ngayon.
Parang bagay sa yun, Bok. South Sea Pearls.
Subukan mo kaya, baka...
Alam mo, actually, pwede sa'yo.
Parang hindi. Parang kamukha ko si Marge Simpson.
Erase natin yung image.
Oh, teka muna. So under Philippine laws, yung nandun sa papunta sa Hague ngayon, pwede pang tumakbo mayor at mananalo pa yun.
That's true.
Diba?
Not until he's convicted.
Oo.
But even, teka. If at all kasi conviction to by an organization outside of the Philippines eh. So I don't know how that applies
Oo.
to the election code.
Diyos ko siya, halos
well, can't the COMELEC just decide na inability to assume office?
To assume office.
I don't know. Maybe something like
But
that.
is that within their purview? That's not their job. Their job is to make sure that elections are carried out.
Somebody has to petition the
You're the one
COMELEC
who's
or
learned about the...
I mean, COMELEC's job is to make sure the elections are carried out well, and that's the voice of the people. Whether you're able to execute your functions, that's going to be somebody else.
Kung kaya magpa-draw lots ng COMELEC pag may tayo sa election, kaya na lang desisyon na niyan, Bok. Kung di kaya ni
Ang
Duterte
sophisticated
mag-assume
ng
ng
drawing
office.
lots, ano? Hindi
Toss
drawing lots.
coin!
Toss coin pala, toss coin.
Toss
Sorry.
coin!
Mas simple pa.
Sino kaya nag-isip nun?
Barya lang
Sila
talaga.
Christian Monson. Hindi yun.
Buti nga, Tosca, hindi duelo eh.
Easy naman. Oo. Okay, susunod ang VP doon.
Tsaka si Paolo. I think si Paolo's also going.
Pero hindi sila magsasabay sa plane kasi yun pala talagang style na hindi pala dapat sama-sama sa isang aeroplano.
That's true. That's always been the SOP naman eh. Hindi dapat magkasama yung pamilya.
In theory, dapat lahat ng pamilya ganun, di ba?
Lahat ng first families dapat ganun.
Sila lang.
Or the wealthy.
O iba pa yun. Kasi wealthy naman, that's private eh. Pero,
Ganun ba? May ruling?
ay, hindi, sorry. That's the monarchy pala. Yung VP tsaka presidente, dapat hindi magkasama sa aeroplano.
Kumbaga parang
Kasi monarchy, kung mamatay isang pamilya, wipes out the clan.
Wiped out
Oo.
sila.
Versus yung president and vice president shouldn't be together in one plane because if one goes
if
down.
the family is loaded,
down.
hindi pa parang ang gandang biyaya sa bayan nun? Theoretical question.
Na ano?
O parang sa Romania, di ba?
Sino, Ceausescu?
Ceausescu.
December 25 nangyari yun. So may mga bansa na alam na paano regaluhan ng mga sarili nila. Wala na bumalik.
Grabe ka.
Hindi.
Ito lang yung mga komento ni Lord, yung tipong
Medyo ang tagal mo
mapapano ka,
isipan.
o mag-iisipan mo na.
Hindi,
Kasi live
okay.
po tayo eh.
Nabanggit mo
Unang
yung
meron yun, Ceausescu tuloy.
Ceausescu. Di ba kasabay yun halos ng people power natin? Remember the image of BBM dun sa balcony ng Malacanang?
Oo.
When
Fatigues, combat,
he was
ano.
in combat fatigue.
And sneakers.
then right then and there,
Cool na cool,
I mean,
ano?
parang
Sneakers
minutes later,
and fatigues. Yeah.
Tinanong ko siya about
they
it.
flew to Hawaii, right?
Handa raw talaga siya makipaglaban.
Yeah, yeah. Siya lang yung mukhang ready to
Oo.
fight.
Parang he was ready to take over the
Yeah.
command of the PSG kasi parang mukhang... Pero ikaw ba yung nasa Malacanang panahon ni Erap?
Kami dalawa. Nakapasok kami dahil may delivery ng pagkain.
Ayaw kami papasukin ng...
talaga, nakapasok
papasukin ng PSG sa loob.
Oo.
Nung 86?
Tapos may
Hindi. Edsa dos.
take-out delivery, pinapasok.
Oo,
Sumabay kayo?
Hindi, sir,
Hindi,
ba't pinapasok yun kami hindi? Sige na, okay, maingay, sige na.
Ako din yun ang tactic ko noon, nung Oakwood Mutiny.
Ayan.
Sabi ko, magdadala akong pagkain kasi sa kanila.
Naniwala sila sa'yo. Kaya pala walang
Pagka
kulang
mga Jollibee,
nagtatagumpay. Oo. So, dalawa lang yan. Either mo delivery o very sophisticated yung kanila. Anyway, yung mga ganyan, well, si Ses, papasukin naman talaga kahit saan yan.
Hindi.
Feeling ko sa Villamor, papapasukin pa yan.
Si Sarah nga hindi pinapasok.
Alam mo si Sas, veterano ng lahat ng mga kudeta ni panahon ni Cory. Yung mga barilan talaga, hindi lang people power. Barilan talaga.
O tinatanong ko kanina
Na-cover
kung may pag nangyari sa probinsya, parang Zenko 1, does it make a sound? Si Aguinaldo, di ba, nag-attempt siya noon at bahagi yun ng 8 o 9.
Sa Cagayan.
Sa
Sa
Cagayan.
Figurao, namatay si Florendo.
Yes, ano ba point doon pag ganun? Pag magte-take over ka sa ganun? From there,
Mas
magsispread
madaling
yung
i-contain.
rebellion.
Mas madaling i-contain.
Hindi lang pinag-isipan siguro. Kasi wala namang mangyayari. You're so far from
The
Naalala ko sa
You're so far
Mindanao
from the
rin,
center.
there was an attempt to set up.
Noble.
Yes,
Yeah, but
Noble.
every attempt
Alexander
to
Noble.
grab power, it has to be done in Metro Manila.
Yeah.
It has to be in Metro Manila.
But they wanted to
Sorry.
create, I suppose they
Di
wanted
ba?
to create enclaves and
I know.
hoping
Noble-
that from the
Noble wanted
enclave,
that,
then
no?
you can start encouraging other rebellions elsewhere.
But if you want to take, it's a difference when you want to break away.
Yeah,
to
that's
do, you want to topple.
Lalo yan, you create an enclave in Cagayan de Oro with the eyepiece, like in the case of Colonel Alexander Noble.
Si Doble may mahabang balbas.
Oo,
Yes.
he's a very, very tall guy,
Yeah.
matipuno, tapos very well respected ng mga eyepiece.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sundalo, di ba?
Oh,
Yes.
Colonel.
Ano nangyari sa kanyang nagka-stand off ba yun? Hindi ko na masyado maalala.
Because stand up, but eventually, like everything else,
Eventually,
he surrendered.
na-dissipate.
That was the last, I think. It was the last, di
Or
ba?
kay Aguinaldo rin, di ba?
Oo,
Although he
sa kanya.
killed
Nagbarilan
sino
sila.
na nga
Well, hindi naman niya pinatay.
Pinatay? Ano ka ba?
Namatay si Florendo dun sa
Florendo.
Friendly
sa
fire
bakbakan.
ata?
Oo, mga friendly fire. Kasi si Florendo was...
Was it like the negotiator?
No. Florendo was trapped with them in the hotel.
But
he wasn't even taken as a hostage.
Oh.
ganun
Wrong
ba?
place at the wrong time.
Oo.
Parang ganun lang nangyari kay
Nagbakbakan
Florendo.
with
Kay General
government
Florendo.
forces.
Naipit lang siya.
tinamaan siya.
Casualty. Collateral. Na collateral.
Oscar
siya.
Florendo ba yan? Yung si Oscar Florendo?
Yeah.
Forget it.
Yes, Oscar Florendo. Spokesperson, di ba?
Ancient stories in the news. No?
Oh my God, yeah.
A lot of people who are watching probably don't remember.
Well,
I-Google na lang po nyo. I-Google na lang po nyo. Ito po yung
antique
ano.
person.
Mga bias na to, ano pinag-usapan mo?
Hindi, pero pag kino-cover nyo yun, nung panahon na yun, parang it's like the biggest thing in the world, di ba?
Because it was.
You know,
Pero in
that's
context of
right.
history-
We thought we were all done with this
I
until
know.
Duterte came.
Yeah. I mean,
Kami
my
na
gosh,
lang.
it's my
We're-
second week at work.
no.
Patrick.
We thought we were all done with
Welcome!
this. Kudetas, mga EDSA 3, we thought we were all done and then
Mukhang hindi na
first
yata
Duterte
mauulit
came
yun
along.
eh.
So,
Sa
And then
tingin nyo,
Marcos came along.
and then Marcos came.
sa tingin nyo ba kaya pa yun?
Then Marcos came back.
Pero can you imagine if they didn't succeed in bringing Duterte in executing that warrant? Can you imagine what he would probably be in veterans or
Then you would have a group gathering. then
yeah, di ba? Then we're back na naman to ano ito rewind
Pero
ng
tingin ko
GMA.
kung kaya nila mag-muster such support, noon pa nangyari yan eh.
Hindi na rin
Maraming
kaya.
pagkakataon eh.
You think hindi na rin kaya?
No, but what would be the
Unless involved in
Right.
You
isang
need a
religious
catalyst.
group.
You need something that will get people angry enough to go out into the streets again. Kasi we've done it so many times.
May
already.
naalala ko na
Too many
1983.
times. 83, okay.
Oo, may-
Ninoy?
May isang So, ganun ba sinasabi mong catalyst?
Well, in some respects,
Ang
I don't
mga
wanna-
opinion po ni Edlingaw ay
comparisons.
kanya-kanya lamang.
Sa lahat eh, kasi returning to the Philippines sa airport and all that, don't want to make too many parallels.
Si Slobodan Milosevic, after 4 years, hindi pa tapos yung trial, inatake sa puso, died in his prison cell, mag-isa. Okay, so wag na dati i-discount yung posibilidad na pwedeng magkaroon ng ganong kapalaran na ano. No? Pero ano ang
But that
epekto na-
was not the ICC yet.
Hindi pa, tama. May sariling yung
Tribunal.
Yugoslavia. Ano. At March din siya nahuli, ha? Merong something tong March, eh. Na
The
may
Ides of
kinalaman.
March.
50. Si Xiao Chua pala, sa 15 kakasal. Yun ang Ides of March. Oo. Hello, Xiao Chua.
Nasa PT4 nung daw.
Shakespearean, ano? Beware the Ides of March.
Yung morning show nga pala natin sa TV5, GMK, artificial intelligence na ginagamit natin.
Saan?
Sa horoscope.
Talaga meron?
Really? Pati boses?
Ay, hindi. Yung avatar, AI, yung horoscope AI, chat GPT, pero yung boses ni Nora.
Ate Nora?
Yung waray natin na
Hindi
coordinator.
man lang Nora o Nora.
Read!
Lucky color, red.
Lucky color. Read. So binago ng mga producers, huwag niyo i-correct yung
Alam mo,
English niya.
Para...
matutrol tayo
Yeah,
sa
mas
ginagawa ni Patrick.
authentic.
Matutrol tayo sa ginagawa ni Patrick.
Authentic.
Who said it's red? If she says it's red, she's not incorrect.
Tama.
Diba? Tama.
Gap
Lord,
agad.
tama, di ba?
Oo. Pero may isang writer na ako kakilala, ang unang-una niyang trabaho sa tabloid. Siya'y gumagawa ng horoscope. Si Eros
What
Atalia.
do you mean?
Siya,
Hindi invento lang yan?
nag-invento lang siya.
Nag-invento sila. Alam mo, there was a time...
Scorpio, mamamatay ka bukas. Mga ganun.
What?
Yeah, there was a time...
And I take
I had friends in Malaya.
horoscope seriously, ah.
I have friends in Malaya.
Read the tabloids. I'm sure you don't read the tabloid.
okay.
Horoscope.
No, even the board seats. I have friends in Malaya, nagkakwento sila, yung horoscope, pinapagawa sa mga interns.
Talaga?
That was in the 80s and
Well,
90s.
now,
Not now. I'm not talking about now.
Okay, pero kailangan natin mag-gap muna. Hello mga trolls. Wait lang po. Be patient.
Si Mike, lulukuhin lang natin.
Sige, ulitin mo yan. Sige.
Nakita ba yung picture niya para siyang Wolverine? Tapos talagang naglagay siya ng artificial. Anyway, ano bang horoscope mo, Ses?
Cancer ako eh.
Cancer.
Although sabi nila, you should consult the sign before
You will travel. Yayaman ka, and you will travel.
Sa Quiapo, ganyan lahat ng mga manghuhula.
Oo, bibiyahe ka, you will travel.
Bago ka pa magtanong, turns out may pattern pala. Either, ang problema ng Pilipino, gustong bumiyahe, maging OFW, gustong umibig.
So yun ang sasabihin ng mahuhula sa Quiapo, talaga.
So parang sinasabi ni Sigmund Freud, dalawa lang daw kailangan mo para lumigaya sa mundong to. Work and love.
Yan.
Hindi pa sinabi work and sex.
Hindi ba travel?
Hindi, pag sinabi niyang love, eh, hindi yung mga iniisip mong doon sa website na
Yung the most popular
may
website.
mga step bro
ng mga
na
Pilipino.
mga ganyan.
Tanda ko rin si Hans, si Master Hans.
Oo nga.
Hinulaan kami sa wagpo dati.
Ay, oo.
Hindi, pati si Joby Francisco.
Ikakasal
Si Joby Francisco, ikakasal daw.
Siya na magkakaanak.
Magkakanak na ho.
I think it went downhill from there.
Before yung prediction sa 2020 is gonna be an excellent year. No?
Ito yung nagka-pandemic tuloy.
Isipin mo,
Lahat palpak, walang natupad.
paano mo pinaliwanag sa misis
It's a
mo?
matter of interpretation.
Paano mo pinaliwanag sa misis mo pag uwi mo sa bahay?
Oo nga,
Ano
iba.
sabi ng manghuhula na yun na
Magkakaanak ka.
kakaanak ka daw?
Ano mo naman nagagawa nila?
Sige, paano nga
At
sinabi?
saka si Joey Francisco, mag-aasawa.
Yun, open yun. To
Doon pa lang di ba?
Symbolic,
Magkakanak said,
Tapos, pagiging,
Pwede pa.
magiging successful yung wag po.
Pero,
cancel.
guess nyo sa wag po.
Doon talaga nagkalabuan yun.
Pero he's
So there.
making so much money.
There you go.
Sinabi niya pala yun?
Oo. Well, hindi niya sinabing diretsahan, pero parang...
Di ba yung baraha? Lumabas yung mga baraha
Oo. Anong may
Slayer
kinabukasan
of
ba yun?
shows. Kasi may lumabas sa bara, may
espada.
bungo, may espada.
May bungo, may espada.
Oo.
Hindi
Slayer of shows.
Hindi natin naisip, bungo na siya, ibig sabihin namatay siya.
Oh. At yung espada tinarak sa sarili. Self-harm.
Ayun.
Teka, delikado, tawa tayo ng tawa.
Baka makancel daw sulat.
Hindi, wala naman tayong ginagawang
Wala nga.
kakancel-cancel. May ginawa kasi kayo noon.
Wala.
Na karumalduman.
Actually, payapa tayong lahat bago dumating si Ronald Llamas.
Noong una si Panginoon pa eh.
Okay, sorry.
Bless his heart.
We'll talk about Ronald na, well, he's not here.
So pag-usapan natin. Actually, di ba, international man of mystery.
Hindi, no?
Di ba?
So, hindi pala
Austin
siya.
Powers.
International man of...
Kung ano-ano mga kwento niya, kung may malaking ganap sa Pilipinas,
He's
sa
got his
mundo,
finger in it.
nandun siya.
Oh.
Para siyang Forrest
So,
Gump.
paano nga?
Ito, for example, nung nahuli si Lejeune.
Oh.
Alam mo, si Lejeune is
De la
Lejeune.
Cruz.
Sino yun?
Anak ni Seri Romero.
Oh, the Alex Moncayo Brigade. NPA communist
Oh, yeah,
man.
I know na June. What?
Yeah,
What
asawa niya,
happened to
no?
him?
Asawa
Oo
niya.
nga.
So, nahuli si Lejeune. Di ba pwede? Anyway.
Okay.
Ano gusto ko lang sabihin?
Dito ka kasi.
May assassin daw dapat na ano kay Jude. Si Ronald yung umago ng bala ng assassin.
Bahala talaga.
Yung baril, yung baril.
Baril, oh, sa bar o sa ano, sa inuman. May mga ganun
Suspected lang po,
Wait.
Suspected lang
May
po.
sinasabi siya kahapon na naintriga ako.
Live tayo, hindi
Ah,
nyo
alis-
pwedeng
lang siya, no?
bawiin.
Aalis yung eroplano ng alas 5, paulit-ulit ini-insist. Anong
Anong
totoo
aeroplano
ano
yan?
yung meron sa alas 5?
Ha? Well, totoo naman that they tried. That was a schedule.
O baka nagsisend siya ng mga signals doon. Alas 5.
That was the plan. I think
Oo.
that was the plan. At that time, departure na ng aeroplano. Pero nagka-delay for some reason. They left at 11 o'clock. So, but that's not a
alas
bad
5
thing.
dapat.
Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, I know it's a 6-hour delay, but the fact is that they really plan to do it.
Yeah.
Totoo ba na yung eroplano daw ay pag-aari ng isang...
Well, nagdi-deny
May
isa.
statement, si Congressman Zaldico.
Wala akong sinasabi, ha?
Hindi. Siya mismo na
Di ba,
naglabas na
there's talk.
statement
I heard you.
to say na walang katotohanan niya, lumalabas sa social media na
Na
siya ang may-ari
eroplano.
ng aeroplano na yun.
Hindi, I heard you say that...
It's been used by the president several times.
Yeah.
The last time it was used kasi I did a
So is
quick...
it not just for renting?
I don't know nga
something you
or
can
chartered.
charter, or-
But why would the president have to charter a private plane?
Do we
his
know that
official-
as a fact?
Why not?
What we know is that it's a Philippine registered.
Yeah. Yeah.
You mean we cannot find out?
He has a
who?
Gulfstream of his, the presidential Gulfstream.
Exactly.
That was
Why
bought
would
for
he-
what, 2 billion pesos?
Why does he have to...
Yung binili ni Duterte.
Binili Duterte,
Oo
oo.
nga,
Binili
and
ni
why
Duterte.
didn't they use that? Hindi ba pwede?
I don't know nga eh. But then that's a
internet?
presidential plane. Why would you let somebody
Maybe it may
use a presidential
put into
plane
question,
send him
ano?
to jail?
Oo, tama. Sa bagay.
Tinulugan
On the
lang,
plane
di ba?
that he bought.
Diba?
Wow, that's like a
Poetic.
poetic justice.
Oh, it's a
ano?
plane that Duterte bought.
Yeah.
He did buy a Gulfstream, right, during his time.
That's Duterte who bought it.
Yes. Because we
So
The
it came
irony.
handy.
no, not this particular.
Not this one, not this one.
plane.
Not this particular.
Not this
Okay.
particular
Oh,
plane.
okay.
Yun
But
na nga.
I did
eh.
the quick Google kasi of the tail number and all that.
Okay.
One of the first hits was it was last used by the president in January of this year.
It was a comment.
Huh?
To be fair, it was a comment from ginugol ko rin yun yung tail number. It was a comment from a Twitter.
Hindi
and
mo
also-
ba tinanong si ChatGPT? Baka mas
it was used by the president in January. I saw that as a news story.
Okay.
It was a news story na I should have saved it there. But it was a news story that the president used this plane for,
With this tail
To
number.
go where?
I forget it, locally lang, locally. Hindi international.
Baka yung
For some
Singapore.
official trip. Ano?
F1.
Sa F1.
Hindi, matagal na yun
Di
eh.
ba Learjet yun?
Matagal yun eh. Learjet pa yun. I don't remember.
Anong F1?
For the
Sa
F1, he used the
Singapore?
presidential plane,
right,
also
right.
the Gulfstream.
Okay.
The presidential plane that was bought by
gets.
Duterte. That was a big,
Hindi ba
big
si
issue
Kibuloy
because-
meron din yan?
Yeah,
Meron.
but, hindi ko alam kung Gulfstream yun. Basta meron din siya.
Kasi everyone saying chartered. Ang pagkaintindi ko sa chartered ay yung pang commercial airline na parang sa
Not
pinakyawan
necessarily
mo.
commercial. It's,
Diba?
basta it's private. If it's private, it will be chartered. Whether it's commercial or personally owned.
Pero anong flavor kaya ng
It's
pizza?
not a commercial airline, in short.
Ano kaya
It's
flavor
not,
ng pizza?
it's
No?
not
May
commercial.
pinya kaya
Namukhaan
yan?
mo yung yung box.
Nakita naman, may mga memes na nga eh.
Eh, anong kinain niya dun sa aeroplano? Parang puro rice lang yun.
Oo nga eh.
Oo nga eh. Hindi,
Parang
pero
walang sahog
parang
eh.
parang
Sinangag.
mas yung anong Arabian
Shawarma?
Biryani.
Kung saan mo.
Biryani.
Baka kasi nasa Dubai na siya ata nun by that time eh.
Oo. Ang title daw dapat ng pelikula ay Hello Love Dubai.
Okay, we're headed downhill.
Ay, di pa ba oras?
Ito yung pinapaalis sa tayo.
Ayan.
Oh, rap na daw, rap. Salamat naman.
Paano yung sign nyo sa rap pag ganun?
Hindi, ganito.
Ganyan.
Ganon, delikado yun.
Delikado yun.
ganyan.
Sabay niyo pa ng sound effect na...
Hindi, alam mo yung ganyang
Bibitaw
gesture.
yun.
Ang ganyang gesture, isang round pa eh. Ng beer. Di ba? Oo. Kung rap, ganyan.
Ano naman yan eh.
O sige, before we close, prediction, since you did one last week and you won.
Magkakaanak siya.
Hindi,
Papaliwanag ko sa
what do you
Miss Gas.
see? What's your prognosis?
I don't know. He's there, here in the Philippines?
Yeah.
That all depends on what happens there and the images that come out of there. Eh. Kasi everybody's
We're not probably
waiting for
not
that.
gonna see a lot of images because it's more controlled there, right? So that's not gonna be good
Media
for
is
his
allowed ba
supporters
inside
here.
the ICC?
Parang hindi.
Well, ang sabi ni what's it, father who said it, kasi they've also attended several. There are occasions where they allow, I think as a general rule they allow but there are also occasions when they don't.
But there's
depending on
not gonna be
situation.
a shot, a
The
picture
drama.
of him na nakakulambo doon sa detention center. Kasi yun yung panalo eh.
Hindi naman
Di ba yun yung...
Ngayon, di ba, we're being fed a barrage of all
Hindi
these.
naman kay EDSA for
Actually, ang daming bashers din eh. Wow, how is this news?
Wala po tayo makikita nakakulambo siya doon sa detention center.
Ano ba yung meme sa Nicolambo nilalagay sa kung saan? Noah's Ark? Mga ganyan.
Ayan, pinaparap na talaga tayo.
Oo nga, bahala na kayo.
Goodbye, Philippines na tayo. Okay, bye-bye.
Okay.
Di ba every...